Hello, everybody. Byron here alongside Slade, and yeah, we have a lot to catch up. We have a bit to catch up on, don't we, Slade?
Oh yeah, we have 2 weeks worth of news to cover. We're not going to cover too much of what happened last week, just because a lot of it's old at this point. You guys know, but we'll be talking about the biggest piece of news that we've already covered a little bit on the channel, and that is the court case ruling for Nintendo versus Tropic Haze, aka developers of Yuzu and Citra.
Yeah. So, I think it was like 3 or 4 days after we put out the original episode covering the entire thing. They settled. So, Tropic Haze LLC has to pay Nintendo $2.4 million, or like a couple thousand copies, like a few thousand copies of Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh yeah, and I think the moral of the story here is don't have a paid Patreon for exclusive access to your beta emulators.
Yeah, and with that, Slade, also by court order, and as announced on both the Yuzu and Citra Twitter accounts, that's right, Citra has been affected as well. If you don't know, Citra, Yuzu, most of the same team. So, but yeah, they're shutting down. Both of them are shutting down. Which, it sucks for Citra to get shut down. It got caught in, like, the crossfires. Because there's basically right now no other real good actively developed 3DS emulator. There are some in development, but they're not as far along as Citra.
Yeah, Citra is the real casualty here, because to me, there's almost no reason you should be emulating modern consoles and platforms unless you're straight up doing literally everything yourself and acquiring everything yourself.
Yeah, like Nintendo aren't selling the 3DS. Well, I don't think they're selling the 3DS anymore. I'd be surprised if they are, but...
Yeah, but yeah, that's the real casualty here, is we're losing, 3DS emulation, and now there's really no good way to acquire those, because the 3DS has been discontinued, so...
Yeah.
Pretty unfortunate, but like I said, you're getting into a pretty shady, kind of dark gray area when you're having a Patreon as paid access to, like, a beta for an emulator.
And even making a more than publicly available emulator for the current platform that a company is selling right now at retail.
Like I said, obviously that's not okay, but again, like I said, it's still tragic because emulation is a form of game preservation for older consoles and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, let's just not do modern consoles, guys. I don't think we're asking too much.
Yeah. But speaking of casualties, Slade, one thing was a big casualty this week. And that was Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. One of the most disastrous launches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, so what a nightmare scenario. So, to put it in perspective, they only had 3 servers that were up for a total of 200 players available. I mean, you could create your own server and host people, but holy crap, that is god awful.
Yeah, for 10,000 people playing on launch night, by the way. Don't forget that.
And that's not even getting into the absolutely numerous amounts of bugs, locked 30 FPS, horrific netcode. Like, this game's just an absolute shit show. I sincerely hope none of you guys have paid $35 for this, because anything more than $1 is a scam.
Yeah, like, hell, you can't party up with friends. Bro, how? How? That's like one of the most basic features for a multiplayer game, is partying up with your friends. Like, come on!
And not only that, but for a PlayStation 2 game with almost no upscaling or anything done, how is this game 63 gigabytes of space? Somebody explain this to me.
Yeah, because I think the original was like, what, 8? It was like 8.
I don't...
It was less than 10 gigabytes. It was like, what?
Yeah, what an absolute disaster. So... You've heard it here first on the channel, guys. I'm sure other people have said it. Don't buy this shit show collection.
Not yet.
Just avoid it. Not yet, just period. Don't support this. It's horrible.
Fair. Speaking of another disaster, Slade, Warner Brothers Discovery, if you're outside of the gaming bubble, you've probably heard about it. I've heard about it, the disaster that is just Warner Brothers Discovery in general. But it's affecting games because Warner Brothers will be shutting down, or seemingly will be shutting down, the entirety of the Adult Swim Games division, which includes major hit, and you might have heard of this game, Slade, Duck Game. I don't know if...
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, so that's the biggest loss. There's I think 20 plus other games. Developers have been trying to contact Warner Bros. Discovery and have gotten, nothing. I've gotten nothing. So, yeah. You don't have much time if you want to get some of these games that were developed or published under the Adult Swim Games banner. You have 2 months to go get them.
Yeah, so this is your chance, but pretty tragic to see all these games being pulled. Obviously, not every game that's getting pulled is going to be, the picture of quality, but there are some pretty good games.
Yeah.
In this collection. It's really just a shame that this Warner Bros. Discovery situation's kind of meddling with that.
Yeah, and of course, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League being a failure, Warner Brothers wanting to become more live servicey with their games. Oh, come on.
Yeah, what a disaster.
What a fucking disaster. So, Slade, here's something that hopefully won't be a disaster. Summer Game Fest.
That's right. We got a release date, or not a release date. We got the date and time announced for Summer Games Fest. It will be happening on June 7th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, which is a Friday, interestingly enough.
Yeah, so our E3 replacement is coming in the clutch for us. We're going to see it first week of June. We are looking forward to Summer Games Fest and the things that will be announced there.
Yeah, and again, Friday. Normally, Summer Game Fest was on a Thursday, to my knowledge. So this is quite an interesting little change, little wrinkle there.
They also specify it's going to be a 2-hour showcase.
Yeah, 2 hours. Which, that sounds par for the course. It's going to be from the YouTube Theater again, so that one stupid fuck won't show up again.
Yeah.
And it seems like they'll actually have better security because they didn't have anything. Google got that beef security at the theater. But speaking of some big changes, Slade, Turtle Beach, you've heard of them. If you haven't, they make headphones. At least that's what I know them for. I don't know if they make any. Yeah. Headsets. Yeah, your gamer headsets. They've acquired PDP. One of the big third-party accessory manufacturers and, makers of the Fortnite Festival controller that's coming out in a month or so. So, yeah.
Yep.
God.
So we're probably going to see them delving into tech outside of just headsets. So we'll probably see, some accessories for, controllers and maybe even a full Rock Band kind of for Fortnite Festival going.
Yeah, full Rock Band set. Yeah,
but an interesting choice.
Yeah,
like I said, they don't make this acquisition if they don't plan to expand on what they're offering outside of their. So
yeah, yep. So that is wild. Turtle Beach is a name I haven't heard of in a long time. PDP is a name I know, but not Turtle Beach, but yeah, so that is that, and I believe this is our final story of the week. In a win for workers' rights, Activision's Central Quality Assurance have joined the CWA union and have been recognized by Microsoft. Hell yeah.
So this is fantastic that the union with about 600 members was recognized by Microsoft.
Yeah.
This means that they will be able to go to the negotiation table, and it's just a fat W for workers' rights everywhere. Nice to see this in the light of all the layoffs and other terrible things happening in the industry, we've got yet another union officially recognized. So this is great.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's just your quick little grab bag, little update here on the gaming news, and all that, and of course, R.I.P. Citra, R.I.P. Yuzu. It was nice knowing you while you were here on this planet.
Oh yeah, but you know, it's just the nature of it. Like I said, you can't create emulators for modern platforms and also charge for them. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, kind of nuts.
All right, but that's everything for this week. This is Slade.
And this has been Byron, and we'll catch y'all next week with that dose of your gaming news. Bye, everybody.